let's see. It's February 6th, and thought I'd go through a few of the things that I've done. Let's see, we're up to the cloner. I just put in a valve on the cloner water pump so I could adjust the pressure. The solution is now about 6 on the pH. I've had a hell of a time getting the pH down. For some reason it's just staying higher than hell. Maybe it's because I added so many nutrients. Let's see, about 8 days ago I started with Olivia's cloner. I don't have it, it's on one of the other videos. And then let's see, 4 days ago I added, believe it or not, a little Miracle Grow liquid feeder, just a little bit. When I added the Olivia's, it was 0 ppm reading, and it brought it up to 377. This is an 8-gallon reservoir I'm using over here in this cloner. And then when I used Miracle, it brought it up to 500. And then 3 days ago, which was about 1 day after I used the Miracle Grow, added just a little bit of Miracle Grow. I used 1.5 tablespoons of hydroponics maxi grow plant food for vigorous growth. And that's a 10, 15, 14 mix. And the reason I added this is because it's got a little bit more nutrient stuff like magnesium, calcium, and I was afraid I wasn't getting any of that in there, along with iron and sulfur. So that's the solutions I've been using. I took a little bit of the water out and put a little more purified water in, so it's dropped to like 963 today. And I've started keeping up now with the pH, and I've already been keeping up with the ppm, so I can maybe figure out a schedule. Today what I'm doing is I have gone, because I was actually wanting to do clones. This is all from seed. Here, let me get it for you. It's a cloner lid. And of course, you can probably see the root system. And it's got the little rubberized inserts. You spread it open, put your shoot in here. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you insert it with the roots down into the reservoir. And they don't actually sit. There's a mist system that sprays the bottom of the roots. What do we got here? These are tasty sweet tomatoes right here. They're doing pretty decent. They started from seeds. You got to remember, I didn't do clones on any of this. It was too early in the season. You know, the plants weren't out yet. I couldn't take any clones. So this is kind of just like for fun experiment. I planned on doing clones at some point instead, or starting off with smaller plants so I can grow them up big enough to get clones off them. These here are also, these two are also tasty sweet. These funny looking guys right here, these 3, those Japanese cucumbers. These 4 slots are where I'm going to add what I've got today, which is Early Girl tomatoes. Early Girl tomatoes. Got the 4-pack. There was actually 2 of the slots had doubles in it. So I'm going to leave them clumped together because I don't want to damage the root system too much. The center row here, these are red bell peppers, and most places call them sweet peppers, red sweet peppers. They're doing pretty good. They got the best root system going out of all the guys. They're in the center. I'm not sure if it's a root system or the fact that they were not getting slammed by the spray on this mister underneath here. It was so strong, man. It was like a car wash. So I tiled that down. We'll see if the others improved. Then I've got what I've got here. These are black tomatoes. They're heirlooms, and they're real popular. They're named after a black baseball player. Can't remember his name. Can't remember what the name of the seed. And these are super sweet 100s tomatoes. This whole row here on the outside. So they're all doing pretty good. As far as starting from seedlings, my pH was a problem. They should be bigger than they are. Okay, so what I'm doing today is I went down to Home Depot and I bought these from Bonnie. In fact, I got this right off the truck. The Bonnie guys were there. They were taking the tomatoes right off the truck, and I didn't even wait till they got them off the rack. I took mine right off the rack as it came off the truck. So what I did was I took this, took a bowl, and like a cake mixing bowl, a pot, anything like that. You set this in the bottom of it, and you fill it up to where the water level is slightly above this container, and then you're just going to let it soak for like maybe 2 hours, an hour, something like that. And then these will come out real easy, and the dirt on the root system will actually break up really well. Get you another big pot, fill it with fresh water, because you're going to be exchanging, you're going to be clean, you know, throwing the water out and redoing it, clean water. I just use tap water because they're only going to be exposed to the tap water. My tap water's horrible, for maybe 2 hours tops. So I didn't feel the need, and I got cloner solution in here and grow solution and stuff, so they were going to get into this thing pretty quick. Once you soaked it in, just break one, you know, dump it in your hand gently and get one of them out. Take it and lay the plant in a bowl that's full of water, fresh water, and just kind of massage the root system real gently, working it and moving the plant around, and you'll break on like 99% of all the dirt and material off of it. This is probably one of the dirty ones I've got. Some of them in here came out real clean. Well, not all of them. So, and what I'm going to do for now is I need to trim these guys up. I've got some excess sap limbs on this thing that really do need to come off. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to just put them in a cloner here temporarily. Just pinch it in there. This is a double here. I could separate it, it'd probably hurt the root system. Also, I don't have any like bees or, you know, animal pollination helping me out or something, so I'm probably thinking I'm going to leave them as a cluster. It might help me with my pollination on the tomatoes. And then basically I'm just going to carefully slide it in here, put the roots down through the whole system, work that in there a little bit, stand it up better. Alright, so you can tell how much bigger those are than the ones I've been growing. The reason that I'm not putting these straight into a bucket, the reason I'm going to go ahead and go with doing a cloner for a few days, is because I also got some other bonnie plants. And these are the Super Sweet 100s, and I've got a whole row of them right here. But of course, you know, you see the difference. The idea was I want to take a clone and see if I could grow, if the clone would grow better. And I've got a few decent clones on this. You take clones from the center. Okay, so, well, you can always take a clone from the top. I can take a clone from up here. And then in between, I don't know if you can see it, at least in the way. Okay, right there, that would be a clone. This guy here. And the problem is, this one has a couple clones I can get off of it. This other one, I've got 2 of them. Yeah, this has got a fairly decent sized clone. That guy right there, right here, he's a clone. So, and he's pretty decent size. But they've got some other clone possibilities on this, but they need a few days to grow some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them in these dirt pots, put them under the light, you know, give them some nutrients and stuff, let them grow. So the clones are a little bit larger, maybe have a little more success. Just kind of mix up the seedlings with the clones. That's the reason I haven't gone to switching. That's why I'm going to put these guys here in buckets, or in the cloner, instead of putting them in buckets, because I'm not ready to do that yet. When I do it, I'll probably do a bunch at one time. So that's another decent sized one. And that's pretty much it. I'll make another video when I get to the, don't even stay in there. Yeah, root system's a lot larger. You see though. I'll make another video when I start putting them in the bucket, or if I get some pretty good growth in this cloner. Alright, catch you later.